What's up, everybody? This is the Book of X, and this week EA gave us the full detailed blowout of Battlefield 6, revealing its multiplayer modes, its classes, its sort of gameplay, and so on, along with release dates and beta dates. So let's just jump straight into the details that we got from this reveal. So Battlefield 6 will be launching on the 10th of October this year, and they also announced some beta dates coming up throughout the summer. The first closed beta being the weekend of the August 7th through 9th. Then the open beta then is from August 9th to 10th, which is weekend 1, and then the open beta 2, which is open to all, is taking place on the 14th to the 17th of August. Absolutely going to be jumping into any of those betas I can take the opportunity to, because Battlefield is one of my favorite franchises, and this new game, just from visually alone, looks like an absolute treat for the eyes. So what are some of the details that we got during this gameplay reveal? Well, first up, we got a list of launch maps. Battlefield revealed 9 launch maps that will be coming to this, and some of those maps include the Siege of Cairo, the Iberian Offensive, Liberation Peak, Empire State, and then a remake of a Battlefield map called Operation Firestorm. Now, as far as core modes go in here, the standard ones are all back: the Conquest, Breakthrough, Rush, Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, Domination, and King of the Hill. But there's a brand new game mode coming in Battlefield 6 called Escalation, and what Escalation has you doing is a new mode where you funnel teams into an end game showdown, so a big climactic event. So certainly going to be an interesting one to check out. I'm hoping that they have that as part of the beta so we can experience what that has in store for us. From a classes and combat system in this game, the classic class system returns: Assault, Recon, Support, and Engineer. Each class coming back with its signature gadgets, weapons, and their own progression paths to sort of help you along and become unique and distinct in that particular field, as opposed to it just being a name with different sets of guns. The real standout from these trailers is, of course, the destruction. So Battlefield 6 is doubling down on the dynamic, destructible environments that's reminiscent of the earlier Levolution that was refined fully by the time we reached Battlefield 4. So they expect here, from we see in the trailer, collapsing structures, an environmental hazard sort of shift in the battle mid-flow. In the trailer, we saw sort of connectors between buildings collapsing, buildings themselves breaking down. We saw helicopters go through buildings and take down the structure, tanks driving through buildings and taking down the structure. It looks absolutely phenomenal, and I love this idea that the map that you start out with is not the map that you're going to end with, and these progressive events throughout the match can completely alter how you play the game. For example, you might spot in the distance a sniper's nest that the enemy team are camping in. Well, why not drive a helicopter straight through that building to take it off the map? It's certainly going to be interesting to see how this plays out in the game itself, and I hope this level of destructibility bleeds into the campaign too. But we also got confirmation of Battlefield Portal returning. So Battlefield Portal has been there previously, but they've fully refined it now. So Portal is going to come back with an expanding toolkit, allowing you to create custom matches, cross-era battles, hardcore rule sets like one shot, one kill, or one shot kill, sorry. And this will be entirely driven by the sort of community experience, very much like a Halo Forge in that respect. So be interested to see how that one turns out. They've also revealed new movement and gameplay features. So players will now if a player is downed on your team, you will now be able to drag the teammate to cover so that you can heal them in a better position that doesn't result in yourself being killed. But there's you're able to perform 4 roles in the gameplay, and it utilizes an enhanced traversal system so that you can gain a better advantage on the field. Now, between Call of Duty with its Omni movement and Battlefield doing this now, it's clear these shooters are now going down the direction wanting to make show you can move and operate in the same ways you would sort of in real life. So it's bringing more of that enhanced feel, so it really does feel like, or puts you in a position where you think you feel like you're in a real life battlefield. And then we of course got the tease then that there will be a free-to-play battle royale experience sort of coming down the line. That is still to be revealed. Not many details have come from this so far, but it has been confirmed to be slated to be coming post-launch via the Battlefield Labs. So with the beta coming up now and all the details in hand, the public will be able to jump in the next few weeks now and get to grips with the various classes, with the various vehicles and that, so they're all primed, ready for October later this year. So what were your thoughts on Battlefield 6 reveal? Were you excited by it? Are you one of those individuals that falls on the side of, EA promises everything before and they didn't deliver? You know, Battlefield 2042 looked great, but then when it launched, it was a disaster at launch. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all on the other side.